Coach, get started here.
Sorry, excuse me. Before I start and talk about the game, I just want to, we're really lucky to play this game. And our team talks about gratitude and being grateful a lot. And I know last night on campus, the Olympia Drive apartment complex, there was a fire and I think 230 plus students are displaced. So our, thoughts, prayers go out to them. And again, it's a reminder for my team, our staff, how lucky we are, and have such great fortune to play the game that we love, and we're all safe and not affected by it. But thoughts and prayers go out to the students affected by it, and we'll be thinking of them. All right, and then on to the game. We're 2-0. I'm really proud of that. I don't think we played our best in either game for 40 minutes, but that's okay because it's early in the season, and we have a lot to grow from, a lot to improve on. And as long as our group is willing to go on that journey together, great things are ahead. But I'm really proud that we're 2-0, proud of our result today. Going into the game, we really wanted to score in transition. We certainly did that. Got a ton of points. I think 75-80% of our points in the first half were in transition. A lot of them in the paint, a lot of that because of these two right here. And offensively, that was a big part of the game plan. For us to execute that, that's who we want to be, and that's who we were today.
Monty, 19 points, back-to-back double-figure games. How does this really mean to you to be consistent like that and help your team get off to a strong start?
I think overall our team, we're coming together quicker, I think, than last year, in my opinion. I think, obviously, it's no secret we want to get it out and run fast. So I think just having them run with me, I think it made it easier for me to get points, finding gaps in offense, stuff like that.
Meg, how did it feel to just get back here at home?
So much fun. Sad that we couldn't play our exhibition game here, but so grateful again to have this facility and be able to play in a place like this, especially with so grateful also for the new court. It looks really nice. So, yeah, I had a lot of fun.
Coach, a lot of foul trouble on kind of both games, a lot of fouls made, a lot of free throws made, kind of forced Siena to the line, if I'm correct, about 16 or 17 times. How can you play aggressive but not commit those fouls both on offense and defense?
Well, I think that's where we have to grow individually. That was an Achilles heel last year. So for us to continue to talk about it, that rests on me, and hopefully, 3 games from now, we're not going to keep talking about it because we've improved on it. But individually, we've talked about it with players, we've watched film, and ultimately for us to get to where we want to go, that has to get cleaned up. And players have choices to make, and the ones who are making the right ones, and continue to make the right ones and improve on that, making the right ones in those situations, are ultimately the ones that they're going to help us get to where we want to go. So we'll do some soul searching on that stuff. Again, it's we're far from a finished product, like Imani just said. I think we're a lot further along this year than we were at this time last year, which is a great thing, and that's the advantage of having so many players from our roster back. But there are obviously things to improve on. That's one of them.
Ayanna Perkins, 4 assists, 9 points. What did you think about her ball movement, her scoring, coming off the bench? How'd you look at that?
I thought she did a great job. She's kind of transitioned into the backup point guard role. She's our first guard off the bench, so she can play multiple guard positions. But it's just us as a staff, her teammates continuing to help her get comfortable in the role. And it was great for her to perform the way she did today. I know she had a big contingent out here from Arizona, so I was happy for her to be able to do that in front of her family. And she's great to coach, awesome demeanor. Just really enjoy having her with our group.
Coach, you got to a very hot start. Siena, kind of got back to the game. So how were you able to weather the storm and regrow that lead?
Yeah, I just didn't want we did get off to a great start, and we were up 18 points in the game, and I just thought we relaxed a little bit. I thought we started to play a little bit tired, and obviously we can't do that. I don't think the lead was never in jeopardy. I think it was 10, 11, 12 when they made some runs. So I never felt like the lead was in jeopardy, but you want to play all 40 minutes, and that's where we want to get to and grow to. And I told our players before the game, no one we play is just going to hand it to us. If we make a run, guess what? Somebody's going to make a run back, and that's what we want. We want to earn wins, and we certainly did enough today to earn it.
And Meg, after
I mean, like you said, just staying consistent with what I'm trying to do every game, whatever the team needs. I think that's where I just put my focus in, and the ball went in. Once I saw the first one go in, it definitely relaxes me a little bit, for sure.
Coach, 4 of the 5 starters in double-figure scoring, how much does a balanced scoring effort really help you, like, night in, night out?
Yeah, well, we have like a game goal in terms of how many assists we want to get per game. I think it's 12 and plus, and we had 24, 26 today. 26, which is great. Again, it just speaks to the type of team we want to be. You know, multiple threats, ball movement, selflessness, and I think statistically, you know, that backs that up. So hopefully that's who we can be throughout the season.
Coach, the rebound battle was real tough in the paint today, especially on the offensive side for
Yeah.
the Minutewomen. What do you think happened there today, and how do you think you can grow from the experience there today?
Well, we typically don't shoot over 50%, so that was a great thing. So we had fewer offensive rebounding opportunities. But it's been our calling card. It's something we talk about a lot and focus on a lot. You know, I don't think it was our strongest game from that perspective. So again, there's got to be more attention to detail, and that's something we'll continue to get better at and improve on.
Coach, how do you guys feel like you played defensively today?
I thought, you know, Siena, obviously their freshman guard at 28, you know, walking into our gym, we can't allow that to happen. There are things to improve on defensively. Obviously, the offense carried us today, and I'm really thankful that we have a group that the offense can carry us. So we'll get back to work on things, and again, not concerned, more eager to dive in what we have to continue to improve on.
Well, this for him, 13 steals and 7 blocks, you know, something was working. So what was working on the inside?
You guys want to take that?
I think we were good getting into gaps most of the time. So I think that's where a lot of our steals come from too. And then the pressing, I think we were on the press.
Yeah, like she said, being in the gaps and just keeping the intensity up as much as we can.
Yeah, the pressing set the tone early,
Mhm.
right away. You know, our 2-2-1, our 1-2-1-1 was great, and Chineye affected the game in that way early to get us the lead. And again, I think we just have to understand 40 minutes, right? 40 minutes, and we'll get there.
Monty, 8 assists, 5 steals, kind of secondary stats. How does that really help the team overall? And Meg, can you talk about how Yamani's help at the point really helps with it?
I think a lot of my assists came from the transition ones, getting like my bigs just running and me throwing it up there. As long as they finish, I'm good, you know. Yeah, I think that's where it comes from most, just running up. As long as we're running, I think we're good.
Yeah, just connection with her and always building a relationship and just like always getting a feel with each other. I mean, it's a second game. I know we played together so much last year, but there's so much more growth to do and just getting in the right spots and for her to deliver me the ball, vice versa, and just getting in the right spots at the right time.
Meg, you play with so much energy, so much passion. Where does that come from?
I guess love for the game, love for my teammates, and just wanting to see my team win. Honestly, yeah, that's it.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.